anytime you meet a fellow Temple Owl, you're gonna hear that hootie hoo. You know what it means. So it's a community at the end of the day. You know, it's like a brotherhood. Thank you. Hootie hoo. See what I'm saying?
defensively, how do you guys prepare for a guy like Patrick Mahomes and the versatility that he has and the weapons they have on offense?
Man, I don't know if you can prepare for that, man. Of course, your coaches, they devise a game plan and things like that, but man, he just go off. I said it. He'll do anything to make a play, man, and he goes off script a lot with it. Or you just see he do things that a quarterback really wouldn't do. So I don't know if it's a way that you can really contain him or stop him. It's more so about going out there and I think you got to be relentless. I think you got to be relentless in your pursuit of him because he'll scramble out of the pocket to go back in the pocket to try to throw the ball, throw a left hand. Like he's willing to do anything to make a play, and I love that about him. He's a competitor.
I know it's a business trip, but how much are you guys allowed to just bask in the moment and say, hey, we got here. I know the job's not done, but hell of a season so far.
Yeah, I mean, we've been here. Seems like we've been here for 2 weeks now, man. We just trying to get the game day now.
5 years ago, Eagles won the Super Bowl. What would it mean to get another one?
Man, I wasn't a part of the first one, but to be a part of this one, if we can win, man, it'd be major. I would have been a part of helping my hometown team and win a trophy, win a Lombardi, and bringing it back to Philly. For me, that'd mean everything, and that's gonna hold a special place in my heart because that was on my short list of to-dos.
Last one, the guy from the Chiefs this morning. How would you describe this team? If you describe them in a couple of words.
Say it one more time.
How would you describe this team?
I don't know, man. They're great. I mean, I don't have a word to describe them, but I would say they're a great team, though. When you look at what they've done in the last couple years, the last 5 years, how many Super Bowls and AFC Championship appearances they've had in the last 5 years. I mean, they always right there. You know what I'm saying? They're either in the AFC Championship game or they're in the Super Bowl. So that's a credit to Andy and credit to the team. It shows that how great those guys are as a team.
I was referring to the Eagles, but
my bad.
No, it's okay. How would you refer to your guys?
My guy. Oh man, hell, we hellified, man. We relentless. We got a bunch of dogs on our team, and that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. We've been getting overlooked all year, but for what reason, I don't know. Because we got dogs across every position, people who can make plays. This team is talented from top to bottom. I don't think I've been on a more talented team.
This epitomizes the city, right? Hard work, brotherly love.
Yeah, but most definitely. It's a Philly thing.
Who's all coming to the game from your
Man, I got who ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I got everybody and their mom trying to come and support me, which I appreciate and I love. But man, I got my family and friends coming out. The people that's supposed to be here.
How big is the group?
I think we were. I got some people that came on their own, but I think we probably like 20, 25 deep. Yeah, for the Super Bowl, man, it's crazy expensive. It's a lot of heads, man. A lot.
How's it going to be playing in front of the Arizona crowd again?
I don't know, man. Will it be the Arizona crowd? You know what I'm saying? If you know AZ, you know what that crowd look like on game day, man. And you don't know if it's going to be more jerseys from the other team or more Arizona Cardinal jerseys in there. So Cardinals ain't playing. I really don't expect any Cardinals fans to be in there, honestly. Sean, just coming out to support me. I still love my Cardinal fans that love me.
I also wanted to ask, how is it having Brandon Graham and Closing Box and some of these guys that have been on the stage before? What are you trying to take away from it?
It's tremendous. It's been tremendous. Just being able to ask them, how does this media stuff go? Usually we are able to talk to the media for about, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You guys got us here for hour 15 to 45 minutes. So it's I was just asking, what's the kind of things to expect? And basically, how was it on game day? Is it faster than play? The speed's changed. So I'm asking them, is it faster than playoffs? Because playoffs was faster than the regular season. And those guys have been tremendous. Don't overthink it. Listen, the media is what it is. You're going to get the same kind kind of questions. You might get some crazy questions, but nothing that you need to be worried about. Just take your interviews the same way you've been doing it all year. As far as the game, you know, hey, just be you. You ain't got to do nothing different. Don't go out there trying to be somebody that you want, that you're not. Continue to be the same guy that you was all year, and that's major. You know, that was major. Having guys like that that been on this stage, because this is, for football, this is the biggest stage in the world. So you just want to make sure that everything that you do here goes right, and it's always good to be able to lean on your veterans who have been here before.
My wife's a first grade teacher. They make these big game bracelets. The special needs kids. Can I get a picture with you wearing it? Is that all right, man? Appreciate it, brother. Best of luck. Thank you.
Haason, John from Real Talk Sports. I know you've been peppered with a whole lot of questions, so I'm going to ask you two things. Number one, obviously, what's been the craziest question you've been asked? And number two, you've been talking a lot about community and how important that is. What are some of the things that you do in the communities, or you have a favorite group that you kind of support?
First,
Craziest question.
Yeah, I ain't really getting no crazy questions. I would say the craziest thing I was asked was the pin and tail on the donkey. I don't know. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. It was fun though. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Living in the moment. And what was your next question?
And so, what's kind of the favorite thing that you do in the community? Because I know that's big for you.
Man, I just try to give back to a lot of causes. So, big things for me is always doing something with the youth. You know, I do like an annual. I just got back last year after COVID, getting back and doing my annual football camp. I always love to do that, man. I get to be around them young men and try to be a positive role model in their life. That's important to me because I know what it's like, or I don't know what it's like, but I've seen what it could be like growing up with no guidance and no male figure in your life. So, man, I just love to get them out there and be around them, talk to them. Even though we got football going on, I always talk to them about real life things as well. Other than that, man, I'm big. I do a Christmas thing every year. I have done that every year. You know, Christmas is a big holiday for me. And being in my position, I just love this. Like Mom Dukes, Dad, I always had a good Christmas. So I love to spread that same cheer and joy, man, and I love to see the smile on those kids, the family's face when they come in and receive their gifts. I love to spread that joy. You know, I do things on Thanksgiving as well, where I do a turkey drive, just trying to make sure that everybody got something to eat on Thanksgiving as well, man. I'm big on that. You know, as I got back home and I'm starting, you know, COVID is over now, I'm going to start doing more things, back to school drive. I had people reach out to me about doing sneaker drives since I'm big in sneakers and stuff like that. So I got a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. You know, I'm big on supporting the community and showing love, man. I just want to show everybody that it's positive things you can do out here. You know, you ain't got to be a knucklehead in the streets messing around. Go ahead, man. Go get yourself an education. Go ahead and make something out of yourself. Go ahead and get yourself out the hood and go take care of your family.
Last thing, how can people find out more about you and your organization, website or social media?
Say it one more time.
How can people find out more about the organization and follow you like on social media, and do you have a website too?
Yeah. I gotta update my website, but man, if anybody looking to follow me, find out more about me, you know, I interact with as many people as I can on Twitter and stuff like that, man. Just follow me on social media. All my social media is the same. It's Haason Reddick. All my stuff is the same.
You seem pretty comfortable behind that mic. Now, Slay was talking about he gonna get a podcast. You gonna be with him on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. I think I want to do like a lot. After this year, I've been seeing a lot of people, oh, Reddick needs to teach pass rush once he gets done, or, you know, he got clinic tape. I wish, you know, a lot of people want to get with me and do workouts and stuff like that, man. So I'm thinking about coming out with like a pass rush podcast or something like that, and just bringing on a bunch of different pass rush, you know, guys that's great at it, whether it be mentors that I've had in the past, or whether it be, you know, some of my good friends in the league as well, you know. But yeah, I'm thinking about that. Just want to figure out how I want to do it.
If you haven't hit him up already, hit up the OG Chuck Smith. He does it down the A where I'm from. Yeah, he does the same thing.
Yeah, man, Chuck been hitting me up, man. Chuck been hitting me up. You know, he trying to get me to come down there and stuff like that. In this thing, man, I kind of been starting to build my own rush plan. You know what I'm saying? What works for me, creating my own identity. And that's why I'm kind of hesitant about the podcast as well. I don't know if I should be giving my secrets out just yet.
You'll know when.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, bless you, man.
When I'm done.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
I want to follow up on that.